Last question. Is it difficult after retirement to get loans and get into the retail market with your life savings? This is not something that I hear often, getting into real estate after retirement. So, thinking through this, I know that if you regularly receive money from a pension or from some type of retirement program, then that money can be used as your monthly income to qualify for loans. I would say that after retirement, and before retirement, you should acquire properties into an LLC, especially if you are interested in acquiring a larger portfolio and establishing that LLC sooner than later so that you can start on getting your 2 years worth of business history in order. So if your life savings is enough to buy a property or two properties, then I would go ahead and do that. I would put them in an LLC and I would constantly start looking for lenders that are willing to do a refinance for you. All the while, I would make sure that you are keeping really good books. And there's two different ways to keep books. One that takes advantage of all of the tax laws, where you can write off everything, not show profit. And then another where you do not get any tax benefits, but you show a decent amount of profit. If you're trying to establish a new business where you want to be bankable, then it is always best to show your books very profitable. Don't write off things just because you have the ability to write them off. As counterintuitive as it seems, banks want to see the large profit, and they really don't want to add back in too much stuff. So I would just say, first glance, show a really big bottom line. So your first couple of years, don't write off things that you don't necessarily have to. Don't spend money just for the sake of spending money, so that you can get an expense written off. And I would keep very profitable books. And then after the 2 years of you establishing that LLC, showing profit, then you should be able to start qualifying for loans based in part on your personal income and in part based on the rental income and the profit of your new business venture. So the sooner you can start that LLC and the sooner you can get one property in that LLC, then the sooner it's going to be easier for you to get loans from lenders. And again, that saying that I said earlier, that's one of my favorites. He who has the gold makes the rules. When I first got started, I sat down with 5 or 6 banks. I formed good relationships with the vice presidents of lending, and you know you're in the right spot with the right local bank when you can walk in same day unannounced and talk to the VP of commercial lending. Those are the people that you want to be friends with. Those are the people that you're going to want to get advice on how to show your books, how to keep records of everything, figure out what their preferences are, tell them about your situation, and they're going to give you all of the tips that you need in order to qualify for their programs, in order for them to be confident in lending you money. And if you do that enough, if you become friends with enough VP of commercial lending, then I think in short order, you're going to find yourself, retired or not, in a very good spot to start borrowing money, partnering with banks, and building a real estate portfolio as large or as small as you desire.
Thanks for watching that clip. I thought that was a good question. And I think you can ask good questions too. Join us every Friday morning at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for a live stream Q&A where we answer plenty of questions just like this one. In the meantime, consider subscribing to the channel if you want more of this content. And if you want to increase your deal flow, analyze properties better, and help me feed my family, click the link below for a free 7-day trial of PropStream.